on Maspeth Avenue. Just out walking off my latest anxiety trip. Just thought I'd document this random piece of road. Somehow my accountant was able to get me a 5-figure tax refund. And it's all perfectly legit. Basically, when the pandemic kicked in, I panic sold a bunch of stock against my 401k. And I know everybody says never do that, but what the hell? Everybody was doing it. I was unaware that on account of the pandemic, the 10% penalty is waived, as is, for now at least, the withholding taxes. So I get all that back. I withheld something like 30% on federal, and I forget what on state, but little did I know I wasn't even supposed to do that. So I've got a surprise windfall coming at me. It does come with the trade-off, though, that unless they waive it next year as well, I am going to owe something. It's a long story. But the trade-off here is that I've basically acquired some debt that I'll have to pay off next year and the year after. But I'm not too concerned about it. I have not had $1 worth of debt since Y2K, since 2000. And it's the sort of thing that makes me feel wealthier than my rich friends. A lack of debt is the truest feeling of wealth. see geese up ahead. I'm crossing the street. Geese are scary creatures. Well, if you ever need a cement truck in New York, now you know where to find them. It's like they're lined up to go to war somewhere. Shit, more geese. I feel safer out in the road than coming anywhere near those things. There are hundreds of geese, maybe even thousands out at Calvary. One time I was taking a picture of a hawk who was up in a tree, and I was concentrating for, I guess, a few minutes, unaware that as I was standing there, maybe a dozen or so geese had formed a semicircle behind me, around me, and if I had not picked up on this sooner, they would have surrounded me, and who knows what would have happened next. Feeding frenzy, right? I don't know, probably not, but they are scary looking, mean looking creatures when they decide they don't like you. Those are just pigeons. I honestly don't know where this road is going, although I might have an idea. Oh, I know this area. I remember now from that pyramid-shaped structure. That's a sanitation building. Department of Sanitation. In fact, I think I've made video of this area already, although it does look a little different. Like, I don't think all this stuff was piled up here last time I was here, and I think there was access to the waterfront, but not today.
Sorry, I didn't know where this was.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a dead end block.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Take care.
Thank you.
Well, I actually do really appreciate that. Oh, fuck, this means I gotta go past the geese again. Well, that was a fun little diversion. If you like being out on the road with a bunch of active cement mixer trucks. I was thinking that I was familiar with that stretch of road, or that I had at least been there once, but I guess I'm wrong. I thought it was the shortcut to, or well, I call it a shortcut, but the path to Rust Street, but either the dead end street is something new, or more likely I've just never been down here or over here. Seems like a strange spot for geese to nest. It's so noisy. From that guy's demeanor, I got a sense that people wander down that street once in a while, thinking like I did that it's a through street. He didn't seem offended or anything. Oh, the place's anxiety sends me. So the question is, what am I going to do with my little windfall? Probably not much, but I have a bunch of stuff that is too big for me to get downstairs. An old freezer that doesn't work, a big printer scanner thing that I couldn't get down by myself. So I was going to call the 1-800-GOT-JUNK or one of those types. Probably cost a couple $100. I also have an old safe that doesn't lock anymore. That is way too heavy for me to get up or down the stairs. I educated somebody last week on what these white bicycles represent, and other roadside memorials for that matter. This is a Descanso. It's a roadside memorial for the victim of somebody that died near here. Most likely got struck by a truck or a vehicle. I don't know the story about this one, but sometimes the details of what happened with these things crosses my radar. Honestly, anytime I see one of these things, it's enough to confirm in my mind that I would never ride a bike in this town. Instead, I run and walk among the cement trucks, where I'm even more of a toothpick to them than I would be if I was on a bike. So I think I'm headed toward Grand Avenue now. I always forget Grand or Metropolitan, where they become one or the other. this intersection looks familiar with the Popeyes and the BP gas station. Yes, it's Metropolitan Avenue, and there should be a bridge to the left. There's the bridge. Now I'm on familiar territory. I've been here I don't know how many times. And by the way, I recognize that me walking out in the street like that was pretty dangerous, but that's the exception to my rule. I never do that unless there is a goose presence up ahead or something like that. Or if there's a lot of snow on the sidewalks, the street is where you want to be. There's an interesting vehicle. The license plate says MUDDGUTS, MUDDGUTS. It is a country sedan. Here's another one, another Descanso. This one looks like it might have been here a while. Let's see what. Maybe I'll look that up when I get home. Look up that name. Tell you what, this does not look like a hospitable stretch of road for being on a bike. Maybe I'm just a wuss. What do you know? I find myself at another cemetery. Linden Hill, but looks like it's closed today. I have been in there a few times. I gotta start thinking about my return. How am I getting back from here? And that Q39 bus I just saw might be the ticket that gets me to Long Island City, I think. Maybe even Queens Plaza. I've not seen a single payphone. I have it on good authority that there are less than 200 left in all 5 boroughs, and that there's actually an end date for when every last one of them should be removed. I think that end date is like a month from now, June 18th or 19th, I think. This is stupid, crossing like this. I think I'm just too far gone to walk all the way back. How far have I walked anyway? .6. I do find my maps that I make to be strangely satisfying. Where does the 39 end up anyway? Yeah, Queens Plaza. It takes a somewhat twisty-turny route. It doesn't have a schedule on it. Yeah, look at this. They spelled Thompson wrong. It's supposed to be no P in that, THOMSON Avenue.
Also, please be considerate and give up your seat to the other. Thank you for riding with us.
I think my other little splurge is going to be a new video card for my PC, because producing these videos that I've been doing can take a very long time with my current rig. It's a boss machine, but I didn't buy it with video production in mind. So I only have a 2 gigabyte RAM memory video card. And I'm going to probably up that to 8. And it's not stupid expensive. I think it's post these videos, but there's no reason not to find some efficiencies.
Stop, 61st Street and Flushing Avenue. Transfers available to B57, Q58 and Q58 limited. This stop is 61st Street and Flushing Avenue. Stop, 61st Street and Grand Avenue. Transfers available to B57 and Q59. This stop is 61st Street and Grand Avenue. Stop, Grand Avenue and 58th Avenue. This stop is Grand Avenue and 58th Avenue. Next stop, Grand Avenue and 59th Street. Transfer available to Q59. This stop is Grand Avenue and 59th Street. Next stop, West Street and 58th Road. This stop is Russ Street and 58th Road.
Touch yellow tape to open doors.
I'm gonna make everything before 5. Never check. 79th Street. They go to 77th. Drop.
Next stop, Russ Street and 57th Drive. This stop is Russ Street and 57th Drive. Next stop, Maurice Avenue and Maspeth Avenue. This stop is Maurice Avenue and Maspeth Avenue. Street and 55th Drive. This stop is 58th Street and 55th Drive. Next stop, 58th Street and 53rd Avenue. This stop is 58th Street and 53rd Avenue.
Please move away from the doors. Touch yellow tape to open doors.
Next stop, Laurel Hill Boulevard and 58th Street. This stop is Laurel Hill Boulevard and 58th Street.
Hello, customers. You are the eyes and ears of New York. Any suspicious activities, MTA employees, call 1-888 NYC Safety. Always, when you see something, say something. Thank you for riding with
stop is Laurel Hill Boulevard and 58th Street. Next stop, 48th Street and Queens Expressway. Transfers available to B24 and Q67. This stop is 48th Street and Queens Expressway. Please exit through the rear door.
Touch yellow tape to open doors.
Next stop, 48th Street and 50th Avenue. This stop is 48th Street and 50th Avenue.